I caught my husband cheating, but he said it isn't real cheating. Should I leave him? And this is OKOP, where we tell the craziest true stories on earth. I'm John, and Sam, should they leave him?
I want to know what this real cheating he thinks exists is. I bet you it's some emotional cheating, and I think, let's drop this relationship either way, but there's only one way to find out.
Spill that tea! My husband and I, both 35, have been together for 7 years and married for 5. He has 2 older brothers that he isn't particularly close with. The one person he is very close with is his cousin, Aaron.
Oh, please tell me it's not one of those stories, John. Come on.
I don't know.
Come on.
Get mad at Riley, not at me. He's the one that picks them. I just read them. They lived together after my husband graduated college. He was even the best man at our wedding. And Aaron even lived with us for a year while we were married so he could finish school.
Okay, so they're very close. Almost like brothers, like best friend, brothers, cousins.
Yeah, really close.
Stop, John.
Really
the people
close.
Don't want it.
I like Aaron a lot. He has felt like a brother-in-law to me, much more than my actual in-laws have ever felt. My husband and I have had a rough 3 years. Between COVID, there was a point where both of our fathers were in terrible health. We've dealt with infertility issues, and sadly, in July, we had a stillbirth at 34 weeks pregnant.
Dang, that's almost about to pop too. That's rough.
Awful. And Aaron has been there for us through all of that. He is probably the person my husband can lean on the most for support.
That's awesome.
Last night, I get a call from Aaron's longtime girlfriend, Jennifer. She asked if it was okay if she come over and have some girl talk with me. Jennifer and Aaron have been together as long as my husband and I have, so 7 years. She has 3 kids from a previous relationship, and we love them. They spent the night at our house, and her oldest kid dog sat for us. She comes over and proceeds to tell me a serious problem that she has had with Aaron.
Cheating. It's got to be cheating.
And she is at a loss of what to do.
It's got to be cheating.
The main crux of the issues here are Aaron is in an insane amount of debt, and he basically used her as a place to crash for 7 years. He is constantly criticizing her for parenting, saying she babies her teenage children.
Wait, why is he in debt? That's what I want to know.
That is the real question.
And also, who is he to say, oh, you're parenting your children wrong, where he can't even figure out his own spending? Man's life is in shambles.
Hey, listen, you should do a better job on them than you're doing on me, babe.
Honestly, OP needs to parent this guy.
Parent me better, babe.
Be my mommy.
And finally, lying about where he's going. And his locations have him at a massage place that does happy endings.
Oh man, is going broke, getting tugged
out of all his cash.
They're tugging away those $100 bills.
I hate to say that the financial issues and the parenting issues I vaguely already knew about. Even my husband and I have called Aaron out about how he talks about the teenagers, but I had no idea how bad it was.
It kind of feels like maybe he has a little bit of resentment to the 3 kids from the previous marriage.
I mean, that would make a ton of sense.
What, you think it's good to have resentment?
No.
3 kids from a previous marriage? What the fuck, John?
Stop.
Dude, you'd be a terrible stepdad. I can't believe you would do that.
Hold the presses.
Damn, bro. John thinks it's good to resent stepchildren.
You know what? Yeah, I hate them. Sue me. It's super unhealthy, but I see the logic behind why people would do that.
You see the logic of like why someone would hate their stepchildren?
Yes, I do. We talked through it, and I flat out asked her if he is going to a massage parlor and getting a happy ending behind your back, would you still stay with him? And she said yes.
Knew it.
Good call.
There is some like people like also in like Chinese culture, I think we talked about this in another episode, that like it's not a big of deal if like their husbands go to prostitutes, but it is if they're going like with a laywoman.
Right, like if they're like having like a whole another full relationship.
Yeah, because then there's like those are emotional ties, and the emotional cheating is what's the worst. It's not actually the physical cheating.
So you're saying it's totally okay for guys in relationships to go to these parlors?
If that's in your relationship contract, then yeah.
We're leaning in today, ladies and gentlemen.
Jack and mate.
I gave her some advice about boundaries and talking to him, and I left it at that. After she left, I went upstairs and told my husband what she said. he proceeds to have a complete breakdown. He is in tears. I finally get him to talk, and he starts saying things like, can I just have one person in my life that I can trust? I can't go to my brothers to talk, and now I can't trust Aaron because I know he's been doing this crap. He's effing better than this. This just completely and utterly destroyed. I feel terrible. I didn't think about it when I told him what Jennifer said. I didn't even think that it could ruin their relationship. Aaron is the only person he goes to for advice and really looks up to as a big brother.
So OP's husband is like, oh, I thought he was a stand-up guy, and now he knows that he's not.
Exactly. And I just completely destroyed that image. I'm going with the classic pretend it didn't happen technique this morning.
That's not a good technique.
Classic.
We don't like that technique.
Old Faithful. Ignore the problem.
I hope it goes away.
Woo! But I just feel like I completely took away a family member who felt completely comfortable turning to for emotional support. The F did I do? And we have an update, but we got to take a little pit stop right here and talk about it.
The real question here is, does OP's husband want this information? Is he happy to, I mean, he might not be happy that he knows it,
right,
but would he be comfortable and okay not knowing it? Like there's a reason that he feels like he doesn't want to go to this guy anymore, because now he knows the truth of this person's moral integrity. And so, yes, it does suck, but maybe this is the truth that he needed.
Yeah.
Maybe. And I think maybe ask, your husband that, like, do you wish I didn't tell you?
I wonder what advice he's given to him over the year, because it seems like he would constantly go to him for advice.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I know you're really stressed, man. I know this place you can go to relieve
Perfect
all
solution.
your stress.
Yeah.
You just really need to expel some stuff,
Yeah. Just get
a
out
massage.
Just get
I know the best massage place.
It's 5 stars.
5 stars.
It's the best. Yowza. Thank you everyone for your kind words and your jokes. It certainly helped calm down my spiraling brain. Now, I don't have much of an update on Jennifer and Aaron, other than they are broken up.
Oh,
quote unquote.
That is what do you mean? I don't have much of an update, except like the biggest update of
possible.
all time.
Golly. But my husband and I have heard that a time or 20, and I don't really buy it.
Oh, like that they have been broken up. That's a little bit of a red flag. They've been broken up 20 times, and it's news to you that they're breaking up and having relationship problems now?
He gives such great advice. He's such a great guy.
And they've been on and off 20 times?
It's okay. It's cool. It's chill.
It feels like a red flag. Put in the comments if you thought you saw a red flag just now, because I did.
Give it to us. I will go ahead and give some clarification on some common questions. Why do you think you effed up? Honestly, because of my husband's reaction. The minute I realized he was breaking down and crying, in my head, I was thinking, crap, I effed up.
Yeah.
I just feel so horrible that it made him upset. And I know it wasn't me. It was what Aaron did that upset him. Yeah, you're the messenger. No one's trying to shoot you. But maybe it's the former Catholic in me. I am programmed to look inward for blame. LOL. Is Aaron your husband's only friend? No, we actually have a great group of friends who are very much our chosen family to us.
Fuck Aaron then.
Yeah, get him out of here. Aaron is his cousin and the only family member that he's really close to. We have a good relationship with his parents and siblings, but they've never been close. He's also the youngest of all the grandkids. His cousins are all at least 5 years older than him, so there was never anyone in his family he was close with growing up. He and Aaron got closer in college, and it felt like he finally had that it felt like he finally had that person who understood their family that he could confide in. Why aren't you in therapy? Question mark.
I mean, yeah, probably a good idea.
Yeah. Oh, don't you worry. We are all in therapy.
Oh yeah, we're a deep therapy.
There we go. When our baby died, we got into group therapy, couples therapy, and individual therapy. Our couples therapist has been trying to get us to focus on things to look forward to again. Simple things like going out to dinner, going on a trip, etc. We are unfortunately in a really negative headspace these days, which I think is the other reason that he had such a big reaction. Now another tiny update, which given OP's history of making updates, this is a pretty big update. I have an almost nothing update. The relationship is over. My husband and I both work from home. I tried my hardest to avoid the subject about Aaron and Jennifer. Then, while I was in the shower, he came in the bathroom and said, "By the way, yes, I am still pissed about Aaron. We went out to dinner last night. I did apologize to him."
What? All right, put in the comments if you think that OP should have apologized. I don't think so.
Hold on. This is a red flag for OP's husband. Not exactly, I'm sorry I told you. More like,
Good.
I'm sorry that happened. Okay.
I feel like low-key we're getting better at relationships.
We and relationships and predicting these stories.
Dude, we're
like,
so good.
Our brains are a Reddit story predicting algorithm
I
at
feel
this
like
point.
I'm a better therapist than most therapists.
He said, you have absolutely nothing to apologize for. I'm just pissed off at Aaron. Paranoid me said, are you sure you're not mad at me at all? My husband said, I am about 1% mad at you because you probably shouldn't have told me after I ate my gummies.
Oh, she was doing weed gummies. Yeah,
He took weed gummies at night to sleep.
Yeah, fair.
Yes. I guess he had already taken a few by the time I came upstairs.
Fair,
Which
fair.
man was probably gone.
Yeah,
at
dude,
that
a
point.
few gummies, like you're
So,
song.
I take an eighth of one single gummy, bro.
Dude, how strong are your gummies?
Oh, like 10 milligrams.
Oh,
like
10 millis?
Nothing.
That's not much.
I take a quarter.
10 is a lot still.
Yeah. Oh. I did tell him that there were more crappy things that Aaron has done that I didn't get a chance to tell him because he was so upset.
Ooh, there's more worms in the cans.
Do we spill it now?
Bro, I mean, you spill one teapot, you might as well like be the bull in the china shop. Just freaking
Break
smash
it all.
everything.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything to pieces. I asked him if he wants to know that stuff, which is smart.
Good.
Ask him if he wants to know.
But come, it's like, oh, I shouldn't tell you. It's like, bitch, tell me. Like,
Now I
I know there's something to be told. I want to know.
To which he said, no, not now, maybe another night.
Okay.
So he don't want to.
Restraint.
He don't want
Restraint
to
on
He don't
both
want to
ends.
yet. We enjoyed our steaks and chilled for the evening. I don't know what is going to happen moving forward. He is very insistent that he is not going to reach out to Aaron. And Aaron still has no idea that Jennifer talked to us or that my husband knows all the crap that Aaron has done.
I feel like the husband should talk to Aaron. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Or right now we're all in hearsay land.
Like, and I also kind of just want to see what he has to say. Even if you like don't even going necessarily giving him a chance, like
But right now, we are completely operating on a one-sided story.
Yeah, facts.
And it's all she said.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the he said?
No,
There's no he said.
zero.
But we don't even know what the other side is doing. This is just one side. I feel like it would be a good idea. Like, I believe what is being said.
Right.
However, I do think it's a good idea to talk to Aaron to hear his side.
So you're saying don't believe women. Sam 2023.
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were
I was cooking. I was
fucking knew
cooking.
it.
I was building
I knew
up to
that
it.
was going to be hit with me. Oh, God.
This is the episode of Quotes, ladies and
This
gentlemen.
is the episode of us both getting canceled.
All right. Comment your favorite quote of the episode in the comments below.
And who said it?
Yeah, and who said it? To be
And
clear.
the people who aren't fans are just going to be like, these fucking
These guys are terrible.
podcasters.
Aaron still has no idea Jennifer talked to us or that my husband knows all the crap Aaron has done. Maybe he will wake up tomorrow in a different timeline where no bad things ever happen. We can all dream, right? And now we're getting into some relevant comments. First one from JP.
Oh, these are some thick, relevant comments. I cheated. I looked ahead. These are some thick, relevant comments.
Well, this one's from JPW Rana. But first, do we want to do any breakdowns?
I feel like we've broken down sufficiently
We
throughout.
have broken down the whole thing.
Yeah, but I'm down to keep going.
So let's get into it. You did not mess up. In fact, you did a very good thing. One, being honest with your spouse. And two, not delaying in telling your spouse. Is there a reason your husband can't make new friends? Dang.
Damn.
I mean, we don't even know
Is there a reason
that.
your husband's such a loser?
Yeah. Do you think your husband will ever not be a friendless dork?
Wait, but I thought he had friends. I thought like that's what OP says. Like, oh yeah, he has friends. It's just his cousins is like one of his closest.
That's what I'm saying. Is this comment? I feel like this comment is extrapolating like
a little
pretty
too
far.
much. Well, let's keep seeing what happens.
I used to be an introvert, but learned to be an extrovert. So I know it's easier and less effort to get to know other people. OP, we have a great group of friends that we absolutely love. My husband doesn't really have anyone in his family that he is close to. I think Aaron made him feel still connected to his family. While we have a cordial relationship with his parents and siblings, he never had a sibling bond. One of his brothers is an addict and the other is a born-again Christian. So he doesn't feel comfortable talking about the difficult stuff with them, but he could with Aaron, and Aaron knows what their families are like. Yeah, it's just someone that I feel like you could be like real with, and
you have like a connection that goes all the way back. Like I feel like that with like Christian. Like I've known Christian since I was 5. I can pull on basically every memory that I've ever had with him, you know?
Have you confronted him about his happy endings?
I haven't yet, dude, but I really should. We gotta have Christian on the show, bro. He has some crazy stories.
Really?
Yeah.
The next comment comes from Arm the Phototonic Cannon. Does he not trust you? OP. He was more referring to his immediate family in that moment.
Yeah.
His brothers, his dad, his cousins. Unfortunately, there is a lot of drama in his family. Aaron is the only family member he's really close to. Solo is Dead says, my issue is, did she think she was telling you this in confidence? If so, maybe you weren't supposed to share this information with your husband. A lot of people have been asking me why I told my husband, so I will just clarify. Basically, Jennifer called me and asked if she could come over and chat with us about Aaron. She specifically said she wanted to talk with someone who knows Aaron well. She alluded to the relationship issues, and the fact that she wanted to come over on a random workday unprompted is odd. I had a bad feeling Aaron had done something crap. I got off the phone and told my husband Jennifer was coming over. He had the same thought I did. They've had an on and off relationship for years, so I was hoping and praying it was just something stupid. My husband then asked me if he should be a part of the conversation. I said no, that maybe it would be better if it was just the girls.
Yeah, smart.
When Jennifer got there, she asked if my husband was going to chat with us in a should we wait for him kind of way. So at the end of conversation, it wasn't weird for me to go up and tell him what we had talked about. When he came upstairs, he said, well, what is it? To which I said, it's cheating. It really felt to me Jennifer wanted both of us in the conversation, especially since my husband and Aaron were so close. I may have been wrong, but I was trying to give her the space to be open. What do we think about that decision?
I mean, I think it would have been slightly better if it was explicitly asked, but I do think the implicit thought, like the implication, a married couple, unless you explicitly say, do not tell your partner, that is shared.
Also, like with OP's context, assuming that like she's accurately describing it, it seems like Jennifer was totally open to Aaron being there in the first place.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. But
So-
I could see maybe that not being true, but that's what it seems like.
Yeah, it does seem like that. On to the update. After Jennifer confided in me, my husband had this meltdown and I panic typed on Reddit. I sat on everything Jennifer told me for a few days. At the end of the day, she told me she didn't want to break up, and I can't tell her to break up with someone. And my husband, while all pissed, hasn't revealed to Aaron we all know the crap that he has done.
So the only person out of the loop is Aaron.
Yikes.
He's too busy like getting happy endings to be involved.
And he's still happy, dude.
Yeah, he's still happy, man. He's
he's
fucking bopping around being like,
living in his wonderland.
Yeah, dude.
But I realized her self-esteem must be low, lower than Aaron's tank. That was me, not OP.
Wait, no, OP said that?
No, I said that. That she is willing to stay with someone that treats her like crap. So I had my mission. Build up Jennifer's self-esteem so that she will break up with Aaron on her own.
That is a cute idea. Like, I'm just going to make you feel so good about yourself that you couldn't possibly stay with him.
But I do have some news.
They broke up. They got to break up. That, right?
It works. I sent Jennifer these 2 books someone recommended about loving yourself. I am not a very crunchy person, but Jennifer is. The books were a little too inner godness and Mother Gaia for me, but both books are women talking about experiencing abuse and rising above it to become career woman. It reminded me of Jennifer crying to me and saying, I feel like all I do is support his dreams. When is it my turn?
Facts. Preach.
Big facts. Which broke my heart when she said that. So I sent her the books and wrote her a note saying that I loved her and I wanted her to realize how amazing she is.
That is a good friend.
That is a great friend.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And you can't ever tell someone to break up with their partner. You can't. But you can support them.
Yeah.
You can support them.
I mean, you can.
You can. I feel like very rarely is it a good idea.
Yeah. Unless they're maybe like, tell me what to do. Like, tell me.
But that I don't think that's healthy either, because then you're deciding their life for them. I think what you can do is you can like, and also you never have the full context of a relationship ever.
But what about playing God and destroying people's lives?
That's true. I want to smite those ants.
Yeah. What about destruction? After that, she kicked Aaron out of the bedroom and made him sleep in in a separate room in her house. She told him that if he wanted to continue their relationship, and since he refused to prove he wasn't at a massage parlor, she asked to see his bill statements for that day and he would not show her. If he wanted back in her bed, then he needed to agree to couples counseling, which of course he didn't want to do. He kept begging to sleep back in the bed with her. When she told me, I commended her for putting up a good boundary and encouraged her to stick to it.
I can't believe the bar is so low that she's just like, stop getting happy endings. And he's like, nah.
Babes, do you want me relaxed and
do you not want me to be happy?
Are you trying to steal my happiness? Are you a happiness thief?
I think that is what Aaron just sounds like, more of like a cuck bag since like throughout this pod.
Yeah, he's not the one. He's not the one. A couple of weeks ago, Aaron and Jennifer came into town and met us for lunch. My husband and Aaron went out, and Jennifer and I went out alone. I feel like put ICU in the comments.
If you know what's coming.
Jennifer was commenting about them having issues, but she still won't let him back in her bed. Basically, he started doing petty crap like changing all the passwords to their streaming services. Wow, that's the way to get your relationship back on the right tracks, buddy.
Dude, has no one heard of 1-2-3 movies?
The goats.
The goats.
The absolute goats. Popcorn time? Crazy. We need to get sponsored by them.
Yeah.
But then he made a romantic dinner for her the next night.
But it's not about the grand gestures. It's about the small moments, you know?
But he put the rose petals. He said, baby, I love you.
Dude, he probably just took those rose petals from the massage parlor.
Exactly, dude. It was cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper.
I wanted to save money. Babe, I'm trying to save money for you out here.
You never guess where I got these essential oils. Why do you think I'm smelling so good?
They were real essential for me. I started putting the bug in her head that Aaron needed to move out. I carefully worded it and just said, it doesn't mean you have to break up, but he needs to get out of your house. Then I sent her a podcast episode.
This one?
About a woman leaving her cheating ex. Not as subtle, but I thought I could push a little here. Last night, we got the call. Aaron called my husband and said, Jennifer and I broke up.
Yes.
It's permanent this time.
Yes. We've been waiting for this moment.
Then Jennifer texted me saying that she wanted to get back down. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God. I was about to be, dude, you're rubbing and tugging me in all the wrong ways.
Right? Pulling you to and fro. Then Jennifer texted saying that Aaron was officially kicked out and he is living with a friend. They had a big blowout because they share a music account and he deleted all of her playlists. So petty.
Dude, that's petty as fuck.
So petty. She even left the house and had her brother and mother stay while he got all of his stuff. He, of course, had to be petty on his way out and took all her remotes. This guy sucked.
The red flags have been endless since we started. Just endless and endless and endless.
How did we get, they were literally like, Aaron is the greatest guy ever. Like my husband's best friend.
I know. That's what's crazy is they thought he was so good and like just the lies are unfolding and like it's like a shit flavored onion. Just
Truly.
Like the layers and layers you dig deeper, the shittier and shittier he is.
Aaron is like an onion.
He makes me cry.
I told my husband and he immediately overnighted her new remotes and new streaming services for her to use.
Oh, that's nice.
They still have their finances tangled up a bit, but hopefully she can get that undone quickly. She appreciated that my husband and I support her even though we are Aaron's family. She's really hoping my husband can help Aaron get his crap together. Unfortunately, I think my husband is really done with Aaron. We've been going through our own grief counseling and issues with my family, and he just doesn't have room for Aaron's BS.
Yeah, Aaron seems like a little bit too much drama.
Right? He told me what disappoints him the most is that he is rethinking every conversation he and Aaron ever had. At my husband's bachelor party, Aaron went missing for an hour. He told us and Jennifer it was because he just couldn't find his car. He just didn't know where it is.
Man was driving stick shift.
He was reaching in his pants trying to click the button to, beep the car, just he was lost.
Oh, can you shift for me? Sorry. The stick shift is skin flavored.
Yeah, skin flavored. Yeah. Oh, let me do it the proper way. Sam's tongue operated stick shift car.
I'm glad that you totally rolled with that one.
I'm here for it.
That was a stretch.
Skin flavored. I love skin flavored stick shift. Ford, home of the skin flavored stick shift. Like a real American. Now knowing everything we know, he was probably just getting a prostitute. He told us Jennifer asked him to buy a van when they first started dating so that they had enough room for 3 kids. But now we know Jennifer never asked him to do that. He just showed up with a van and his stuff and moved his ass on in. Oh, wait, he just moved himself in.
Again?
Like in the beginning of the relationship.
How did we rockin' like a hurricane? But how did we not see that he had so many red flags to begin with? Like, how did we think he was a good guy?
Well, OP and her husband never knew. They just now found out.
But how did they not know? Because it's not like someone like as we've said a million times, you have had to see these red flags previously, and like how did they not see all of these things that he was doing?
Something.
Yeah.
I told him, however he wants to move forward with Aaron is his decision. Aaron has been there for us during some really awful times, and I would love a scenario where Aaron would be honest and my husband could help him in some way. That is up to my husband. Even my therapist said to me, do you have room for this right now? And the clear answer is no.
That's a great question. Do you have, not that, like, do you care? Do you have room for this right now?
That is a great question.
That's a great question.
Look at us evolving as internet therapists.
Whoa, that's a great question. Do you have room for this right now? Because it's not like you don't care about someone at all. It's just like sometimes there's just too much going on in your life.
100%.
Damn, that's a great question.
I do hope at the end of the day, this breakup is permanent. And I really hope Aaron and Jennifer stay single for a while.
Me too. Wow, what a saga.
Right?
What a saga. I'm happy where it ended up though.
Ended in a happy ending. Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
You killed that one. That was great. I'm so glad that happened. That was so good.
We ended in a good spot. What do we think,
It's
Aaron?
the real question.
Is the real question. That real question is, what should Aaron do, or what should Opie's husband do about his relationship with Aaron?
I mean, it sounds like it's already kind of like set up. I think he's not talking to him right now because he can't deal with the shit.
What if he reaches out and tells him, like, I'm done with you?
What you think?
Kicking you to the curb.
Opie's husband should tell Aaron?
I'm asking because that's the
I
real
feel
question.
like, that's what I said. I feel like a couple updates ago. I still think that Opie's husband needs to have a sit down talk with Aaron.
Yeah.
Because I think if they've known each other that long, they deserve a man to man, a heart to heart, a lip to lip.
Oh, yeah.
In speaking terms, you know?
Happy ending to
Happy ending time, baby. I do think they need to talk to each other. But after that point, I think Opie's husband definitely is like, yeah, I like this. I don't need this in my life right now. But I think like doing like a friend breakup and saying like, hey, this is like laying it all on the table. I do think that is probably something important to do.
Closure talk.
Closure talk. But I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know. Put your answers in the comments. What would you do if you were Opie's husband? Would you talk to Aaron or would you just kind of ghost? Put your answers in the comments. But John, I think we got another story.
We have one. Let's get into it.
I called my girlfriend a slur for lying about an emergency to test my commitment. Am I the a-hole? This comes from Plain Zebra 4553. My girlfriend, 29 female, Andrea, and I, 29 male, have been together for a few months now. Everything had gone smoothly until yesterday when she pulled off a ridiculous stunt.
There's always an until.
Come on, everything was fine.
Everything was fine.
She called me late at night to say that she's seriously injured / having panic attacks and that no one else is with her as her parents are out, which was true. They were out. She said that she's also got some chest pain and she thinks that she's dying and that she's in a really bad state and can hardly breathe. She was heaving while she spoke. She begged me to help her. She said she's already called 911, but that she also wanted to let me know, and I was shocked.
I mean, would you not be?
Yeah, I would go over there immediately.
That's insane.
I took my car to rush towards her house, and it was only after reaching that I found out she was joking. She met me...
Joking?
Yeah.
Joking.
She met me joyfully and said that she only wanted to see how committed I am during an emergency, as that's an essential part of a relationship or something.
You want to talk about essential things in a relationship, lady?
How about trust?
How about not lying about you're dying?
Does your boyfriend drop everything if you say that you're dying? If he does, he's a real one.
Yeah. If you're not testing your boyfriend by fake dying, are you really having a good relationship?
Probably not.
No.
I lost my temper. All right, really quick in the comments, is this a good move to pretend you're dying to see if your boyfriend is committed? And have you done anything like that Put your answers in the comments. So I lost my temper and asked her what the F her problem was. She said that she was just testing me and I got pissed off. I called her an effing biatch and told her that I did not deserve to be treated like trash and made use of like that. She was crying by saying that she only wanted to check whether I am a good fit and that I overreacted. I left the house immediately and haven't talked to her since. She's been texting me, but I ignored her. Am I the a-hole? There is a juicy update. But is OP the a-hole? Why or why not? I want to know your answers in the comments. But John, what do you think?
I mean, you didn't have to call her that, but like, listen, she did an insane thing.
Yeah.
Insane thing.
Yeah.
It's just so awful. It's so awful.
It might be a red flag. I think that's red flag worthy. I'm waving the red flag.
100 red flags over here.
100 red flag.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely grounds to break up right there.
Yeah, it's grounds to break up. I don't know if I would break up right there, but I might break up within the next couple of weeks, like as I reassess everything that the relationship is.
Yeah, like take a beat to think about it, but it is absolutely grounds for breaking up 100%.
Yeah. This is something that like a 20-year-old does, not a 29-year-old. Bro, that could be the mother of your children. And yeah, come on. No way. And this is like games, like classic games playing. You don't want to be in a relationship with someone like that. Update. After talking to her about it, I have decided to give her a second chance. What do we think?
Bad. She's giving to Lulu.
Audience, let us know.
We should start doing like Dora stuff where it's like, and what do you think? You're right.
She's apologized a lot and promised never to do that again. I'd be more careful, of course, and I won't be trusting her blindly. But I have thought, well, then the trust is broken. That's like not a good thing. But I have thought that I'd give her one chance, especially since she's shown herself to be regretful. And there is another update. So I want you guys to put on your conspiracy hats. Guess, is the relationship going to be great, smooth sailing from here on out? Or is it going to go into a pit of despair?
I think that this relationship is going to absolutely tank to the bottom of the cold, decrepit, dark ocean. That's what I think.
Let me know if you agree with John and put I see you in the chat if you see where this is going. So, first sentence. I should have listened to the signs. As I made a previous post about it somewhere else and everyone was asking me to break up, but I thought she was genuinely regretful about it at the time as she'd apologized. I am in huge trouble right now though. I really don't know what to do, so please help me. Huge trouble. What happened, dude? So she reached out to me 2 days ago to say that she doesn't like me talking to a specific girl at work. And I laughed it off by saying that she's just a friend. She asked me whether I am sure, and I said yes. She did get into an argument in the beginning, but in the end, she said she understands. But today, she apparently told her parents that I had assaulted her yesterday because I hadn't listened when she said she doesn't want to do it or something and called her names. She also informed her friends about it. The gist is that everybody is mad at me and I'm a pariah now. Her friends have turned against me and her parents are threatening to sue me. She said that she's going to sue and she comes from a rich family, which basically means like it's not an idle threat.
Oh.
I'm basically blacklisted from everywhere now and I'm a pariah. All this happened in a few days' time since the first incident, which was her attempting to test my relationship or something, which has me shocked. Anyway, she's going to sue me, can afford the best lawyers, and I am expecting to receive a letter from her attorney anytime now or something. What should I do? Should I just look for another lawyer? I really don't know what to do. Please help me. And that is where this story ends. We don't have any more updates. This last update was pretty recent, so
oh my
it's
God.
Probably still developing, but put your answers in the comments. What should OP do? John, what do you think?
Oh my God, this is an insane situation. I mean, I wonder, does he have enough receipts to like be able to fight this? And
do you have an alibi for like, you know, when she said you guys were together or something? Like maybe you weren't there.
Man, I'm just thinking in my head, if only OP had left at the first sign of insanity. Yeah. You know what I mean? If
he had listened to the Reddit comments.
Yeah.
Reddit is sometimes giving you good ideas.
Sometimes you know, when they tell you to divorce, sometimes you got to do that. Okay?
Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
But I think, now, if this is legit, I think like just like prep, do a little bit of prep.
Yeah.
Because
try to find your own lawyer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I would try to find a lawyer and just like, maybe nothing will happen, but at least you'll be prepared if it does.
Also, have to do it.
What?
Put on your hat. If he actually did do something, putting this story out here is which, no real way to verify it. That is a very tricky, sneaky way to, I don't know how exactly it would help, but
it wouldn't hold up in court of law though.
It probably wouldn't hold up in a court of law unless it's
like, oh, look at this guy. Like he was just looking for advice.
Maybe like the family and people in his local community. Cause it's both the lawsuit and the fact that
this is anonymous.
Blackballed in his
this
community.
Is anonymous. No one knows who he is
until he's ready to share. Listen, it's
conspiracy. It's conspiracy.
It's a tinfoil hat conspiracy.
All right. Do you believe in John's conspiracy? I want to know in the comments. I just have to say,
yes.
If you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you and see you tomorrow.